Afternoon, everyone. Okay, guys, we will wait for 2 minutes, let them come, and then we will start our class. Okay, now? Okay guys, we'll start our class. Only 32 members is there. What about others? Inform your friends to join the class. Then we will start our class. So in last class we have seen about the K-map, right? So once again I am explaining the topic, okay? How and with the examples. So we have seen one example last class. Now we will go with the expressions, okay? Then we will see that example. And this topic is important, guys. So actually mean of K map is nothing KV chart, okay? So actually it is used for solving the Boolean algebra, guys. Boolean algebra expressions with using the booleans, okay? So in this, by using the theorems, K map theorems we are using, sir. So in this I have written the rules. So listen carefully, guys. So we have this 7 rules, guys. So these 7 rules, by using the 7 rules we are implementing the KV chart, okay? So in this rule, first rule is group may not contain the 0. So group is nothing but this kind of thing. Group may be having the single group, two variable groups, 4 variables, or 8 variables, or 2 power n variables. Group can be, we can group 1, 2, 4, 8, or 2 power n. So in the last class I have said you about 2 power n in the formula. So this way you can group your KV chart, okay, your variable. So here first thing is you can't group the 0 variables, okay? For example, this one 0 0. So if you are finding this kind of things, you can't group that things. If you are seeing the one single one, okay, if you are seeing, look at this my cursor, if you are seeing this one, okay, in this graph, so this one is the single, this is also group, okay? It is a group, we call this one as a group, okay? This is the one group cell, okay? So each group should be a as long as possible. So here the group should be as long as possible, okay? Possible is it may be 8, 16, okay? It may be anyone. So depend upon that your expressions, your Boolean expressions, the group can be selected. So for example, look at this picture. In this picture we are finding the four okay, 4 variable group, right? So this is the one group, this is the combination of one group, okay? So if you are finding this kind of groups, you have to make it. So look at here, this one. So if no problems, this group is one, this is another group. Look at this my cursor, this one, this is the one group. So you make sure that your group is how much you are the variables you can enter in, how much you can do that with group you can do. Means for example, if you are having that if you, for example, in this image you can group this 4. So no, you can go with that 4 variables, okay? This 4 means say 8 2 power 4, 8 variables you can go with that, okay? You can, you don't want to divide this thing is the 2 is not necessary. If you are getting the large number of possibility of groups, you can go with that large number of possibility of your group. So whenever you're finding this kind of groups, you make sure that you can take a large number of group. Okay, so you are not required to take a two numbers small groups. Okay, no need. If you are facing this, if you are doing these types of things, you will face a problem while they solving the KV chart. Your expressions, we can't, it won't be as simple as you want. Okay, so first look at this picture, guys. In this picture, the result of this expression is 0. Okay, because here a value is 0. If we are in this table in the KV chart, this is the 0, 1 and 0. So here a value is both values 0, so we are getting the 0. So near it is not a, never, it will be never be true. So look at here, the a value is 0 and 1. So input value we having, the output value is 0, input value is 0, 1, output value is 0, 1. So here a value 0 and 1, so we are writing this as a. Okay, we are writing the output of is a because we are input value and output value are both are same, right? That's why we are writing, you are giving the result in the output value is 0. So that time you are going with the match is not found, right? The combination is not correct way. So that time you are writing that a bar is a false. Then you are writing with as a bar. Okay. So these rules keep in mind, guys. This is very important to solve the KV chart. So next what we have, look at this. In this section also, we have 0, 1 and the input value 1 and 1. So that's why we are taking the 1. Okay. So here, look at here. So this way you are solving. So this is the 4 variable, 4 box. Okay. In this box, we have the 2 variables a and b. Okay. In the a variable 0, 1 and the b variable 0, 1 and the output value is 1. So look at here, a values, in the place of a value 0, there is a, in this row there is a 1, right? In the b we having the 0, the place of 0 it is a 1. So it may be a bar or b bar because the input value is 0 and the output value is 1. Because of that we are writing the a bar and b bar. The outcome is a bar and b bar. Look at this one, a bar and b bar. Similarly, in this section, we are having the a bar. A value is 1. In the place of a value 1, we are having the input is 1 and the output is 1. And in the place of b, we having, in the place of b, input value is 0 and the output value is 1. That time this input and output value is not matched, right? This is not matched. That's why we are writing the b bar. Here the input and output value is matching. That's why we are writing the a as it is. Okay, a is returning properly and b is getting, if the opposite values are there, okay, keep in mind this, if the opposite values, then that time you are writing the b bar. So same here, this is, look at here how you are doing the b bar. If these things are not matching, input and output value is not matching, that time you are writing the a bar over there. Same thing, look at here in this section. So this picture, in this picture, same thing. The input value of a is 0 and the output value is 1. So that this is not matches. Okay, 0 and 1. That time you are assigning that you are giving the value is a bar. Here in the b, 1 input value is 1 and output value is 1. Then you are writing the b. You are just writing the b because these two are similar. There is a combination. So that time you are writing the b. If there is the opposite thing, 1 and 0 and 1, that time you are using the a bar. So keep it in mind, guys, this thing. So next thing is, next diagram is this one. So similarly, same thing. In this section, look at here. A input value a 1 and the output value is 1. So what you are writing? A over here, right? A. Next, we having the same thing. In the B, we have input value is 1 and the output value as a 1. So that time you are writing the B as it is, right? Same here. So look at this picture, guys. This is the rows and column. In the for B, we have the two rows. It's covering the two rows, 0 and 1. In the A row, it's covering the one thing. Okay, only one. It is covering the one. Okay, one column. So here, what you are doing means, look at this. There is an opposite to solve this. Guys, listen this carefully. This is the rule which you have to follow when you are solving these types of lengthy type table KV chart. So it will be helpful. So look at here. If we having the opposite thing, 0 and 1, there is a no combination. Okay, there is a no combination. This in this section there is a combination 1 and 1. So that's why we are writing over here A. Look at here. So this same example is going to here. Look at this. In the B, this thing is using to two columns, two columns of 0, A, 0 and 1. And the B, they are using 1 only. So that's why we are returning the B over here. Look at here. We are ignoring this A because they are having the 0 and 1, that is opposite cells. So that's why we are ignoring the A1 and we are rating the B. So same thing, look at here. In this section, how we are writing the A bar. In this, the B is using, A is using 0 input, output is 1 and 1. Same thing, in the B is 0 and 1 and 1. So what is doing, how it is representing A bar is because here the opposite cells. Right? So the output 0 and 0, we are getting the value is 1, right? So that's why we are writing the A bar over here. So in this case, what happening in the previous case, if we are giving the input values 1 and the output values we are getting the 1, so 1 and 1 in the place of 1 only, in the place of 1, that's why we are writing the A. In the place of 0, we are getting the 1. Look at here. So that's why you are, what you are writing? A bar over there. Same thing, look at here. You are representing the B bar over here because we are getting the input value is not similar to the output value, right? Input value is not similar to the output value. That's why we are writing the B bar. How we are taking the B bar? Because of this are opposite cells. This is the single cells. O is a single, 0 is a single cell. That's why we are taking the B bar. In this, how we are taking the A bar? It means these two are the different cells, 0 and 1. That's why we are we are ignoring these two and just we are focusing on this particular cell. This cell is belongs to A, right? This cell is belongs to A, that is A bar. That's why we are writing the A bar over here. So the next thing we having the same thing. So as I said you that we can take a 1, 2, if you are facing, if anywhere in you are giving in exam they have given you the KV chart or table. So if in the table, if you are finding anywhere in the one single one also, you have to calculate that one. You have to calculate that one. Okay, single ones also. Or if you are having two ones, you can go with the two ones, or you having the two ones, you have to go with it. So cells contains one must be grouped. Look at here. One must be a group. Whenever you are in the table, if you are seeing the one in the table, you have to calculate that should be a group. Okay, the cells must be a group. Okay. Okay, first this is the rule. Okay, so look at the sixth one, opposite and corner groups. Also it will be also a group. Okay, look at this one. If you're having the opposite ones and the corner ones, you can calculate that they can be grouped. If you are seeing in the table that there is a in the end of this table, you are having the one, in the next end you have one, so you are grouping this two variables. Okay, two values, so you have to group them. Okay, so overlapping is nothing but, I will say you in the next section. This one is the overlapping, guys. Okay, look this one. If you're having this kind of things, okay, we using the ones. Look at here, we are making the one group as a this 4 1. Okay, and the one group as a 4 this one. So we are using this one two times. So this time is called the overlapping. So this is the way you can represent the overlapping. If for example in the graph, in this, if the overlapping is not possible, so we can't solve this problem, right? So there is a problem. Just you have to, what you have to do, you have to make the small groups, so it will be difficult. So to overcome that, you can group the overall this thing. You may make sure that whenever you are grouping, try to group your as long as group you can do possible for the table. So make sure that when you are grouping things, that time you have to, you have to make sure that the grouping, how much it is possible for that, how much length is possible for grouping the thing, you have to make sure about it. Okay, next look at here in this picture. So you have the single one in this table, first table. So how you are taking, so when you are having this AB, it is depend upon you guys. You can write AB here or AB here or C here. It's depend upon you guys. So we are using the AB. So in this having, we have three variables. Okay, in this chart. So look at here. We have AB. So the first variable of 0, 0, 1, 1 is content of A. Okay, 0, 1, 1 is belongs to B. Okay. So and the C 0 and 1. So look at here. In the first one A. So the A 0, 1 and 0. There is a opposite cells, right? Whenever you are finding this kind of opposite cells, your input value is 0 and the output value is 1. That time what you have to write? You have to write A bar. So you have written the A bar. The input of B is 1 and input of and the output of B output is 1. So that time you are writing the B over here. Look at this one. Guys, it's visible to you. So this one, B. So look at in the C. In the C, your input value is 0 and the output value is 1. That time you are, what you are doing, if you are facing this opposite kind of variables, what you have to do, you have to go with the bar. Okay, so you are writing the C bar over there. So same thing in this diagram pictures. Look at here. You have the 1. In this C value, input value is a 1 and the output value is 1. So you are writing the C as it is. In the B, in the A, input value is 1 and the output value is 1. So you are writing the A as it is. Okay. In the B, input value is 0 and the output value is 1. That time you are assigning the B bar over there. Careful with this, guys. B bar. Okay. Next thing, in this next diagram, where this is the single one, right? Here now you are going with the pair one. Just we are combining the things to variables. You are combining the two variables. So in this combining the two variables, what you are doing means, look at here. So we have the look at here, guys. We have the 0, 1. Okay, and in this group we have 0 and 1. So look at here, the common thing. So how we are getting the A bar and B bar? So 0, 0 and 0. Okay, so here what you are writing? So in this first one we are getting the A bar, right? And the second one we are having the 1 and the input value is also 1 and the as well as output value also 1. So we are writing the B. So why we are not writing the C is the opposite sense. In this we have the 0 and 1. Okay, so that time if you are having this opposite thing 0 and 1, that time you have to ignore that. Okay, so when you are combining when you are grouping this side is 0 and 1. So if there is a 0 is opposite one and this is a 0 and 1 is a opposite one, that time what you have to do, just you have to ignore that thing. Okay, you have to ignore that and you have to write like this, A bar and B bar. So ignore this means there is a no B over here, right? No C over here. No C over here. Okay, just we have AB and that input of A is not matches to output of output, and B is input and B and the input of B and the output is matches B. That's why we have written the B over here. So same case, this is the same thing. So look at here. This is the what happening means same case. We are having the C. Look at this combination, guys. This is in the single column, that is 1. Okay, sorry, single row, right? In this row what happening is completely 1. Okay, it is in the one cell, it will was one cell. Okay, so we can use the C over here, but in the look at in this two, it is using the two cells over here. So in this combination what happening means they are using the two cells, right? In this two cells what happening means, look at this, in the A cells there is a 0 and the 1, right? So when just now I said you, if you're having the 0 and 1, this opposite things, when you are combining the three variables, that time you have to ignore these two cells, so 0 and 1, and just concentrate on the B and the C, B and C, because B is having the same combination variable, that is 1, and the C has a variable 1. So that time what you are doing means just you are ignoring this. So keep it in mind that one more thing is, if you are getting this kind of, so in this way, so just you have to, in this way, if you are getting in the column format, then you have to make sure that in the three variables, then mostly times C will be ignored, guys. Just it is a one logic, guys. C will ignore because we have the opposite one, 0 and 1. So if you are having this kind of thing, just you have to ignore. If you are getting in this way, so look at here any one variable, it may be A or it may be B, it will be ignored, guys, because we are having the 0 and 1. So if you are having this opposite combination, that time just ignore that cells, because A has in the 0 and 1, just ignore that, and B having the 1 and 1. So we are using the B and the C because the input value is B and as well as output value is 1. So as it is, we are writing the B over here, and the same as in the C, you are getting this thing you are writing over here. Just look at this last image. In this is important, guys. Just now I have said you what I said was showing here. So look at here, in this first one, we are having the 1 1 0 1 1 1. So input value is 0 and 1. So just now I said you, if you are having the two opposite cells, so just ignore that. Here we are ignoring the A1 and we are getting the B, okay, as it is, because input value and the output value is same. Okay, in the C, just what you are getting. So if you are having, so this image is important, guys, be concentrate. So just focus on this image. Okay, look at this image carefully, guys. In this image, okay, we having the no combination between the A cells. Okay, these two cells, no combination, that's why we are ignoring the A. Just we have the B over here. B, the input value of B is 1 and the output value is B is 0. Okay, 0. Here look at here, input value is B is 1 and the output value is B is 1. So same thing, just we are returning the B over here. Okay, next we have the C. Okay, in this C, what we are having, the 0, in the place of 0 we are getting the 1. So input value is 0 and the output is 1. So that time we are writing the C bar over there. So in this picture we having the 1 and 0. So if you are having this kind of column set, just that time I said you just ignore the C value and just concentrate on this A and B. So look at here, A value is 1, input A value is 1 and the output A value is also 1. So that time we are writing the A here. Look at here, in this A over here, and the B is returning as a B bar because we have the B value is 0 and the output value is 1. So we are having the opposite. There is no combination. That time what we are writing, the B bar over there. Same things, guys. This is same thing. Anyone can explain this diagram? This one, A, B, and C, D. A, B, and C, D. Anyone? Say something, guys. What happened? Anyone? 520. 520. 520. 530. 522. Anyone is there in this class? Hello? Hello? No one is there? Guys, give me some response, guys. So can you explain that, anyone? How we are getting that variables, values, expressions of the table? 501. 501. 45. 545. 28. Yes, ma'am. No, I want the explanation. Unmute yourself and give me the explanation. So, guys, in this table, we are getting this expression, right? This expression. Or we are getting this expression. Anyone? Okay, guys. So, I will explain you. So, look at this. Leave each and everything. Just look at this thing, this part. This completely one, this is group, right? This is one group. So, in this way also you can group the cells, and this is completed, right? So, this one. This is the group you can make in the table, guys. So, in this group, this is the 4 variable table, guys. Okay, whenever you having the 4 variables, that is 2 power 4. Okay, we have the 16 cells. Okay, so in this we are having this group, guys, that is ABCD group. In this group we are having the one value. So look at here. So in this first variable of 0 is belongs to A, and the second 0 is belongs to B. Same thing in the same sections, all the cells, same thing. In this also, this is C and this is D. Okay. Okay. For C we have 0 0 1 1 and the D 0 1 0 1 0, right? In the A 0 0 1 1. For B 0 1 1 0. So look at this graph. In the first one, we have, what we are doing means, just we are ignoring. If you are having the opposite cells, we are ignoring that. So in this first rule is, if you are having the opposite cells, just we are ignoring. In this notice this table, guys. Just look at this one, this much. Okay, this much. Okay. In this, for A, we have the 0 and 0. This is a combination. And for B, we have 0 and 1. Just ignore the B cell because we have the no combination 0 and 1. For A, we have the combination 0 and 1. Okay. And in this, we having the C, we have the combination of C. And the D, we don't have the combination 0 and 1. Just ignore this D. Okay. And what we have, A and C. And then next, what you are doing, Just we are ignoring the things. Next, what you are doing, just check that this input value is matches to the output value or not. Okay, so we have the input value 0 and the output value is 1, so it is not matching. Here input value is 0 and the output value is 1. In this case also it is not matching. So what you are writing, you are writing the a bar over here, right? When the input value output value is not matching, just you are writing the a bar. In this section we have the c, right? So look at here, the input value is 0 and the output value is 1, not matches. Input value is 0 and the output value is 1, so it is not matching. That time you are writing the c bar over here. And in this same diagram we have one more group is 1. Just same thing you are doing. First what you have to do, first you have to see the combinations in this input. So in this also we are getting the combination of a. Okay, a is the combination. In the b we don't having the combination, just ignore the b cells. In this also we have the combination of c. In the b we are not having any combination, just ignore the d cells also. Okay, just it is left a and b. Okay, so look at the a value of input. We have the input a value is 1 and the output a value is 1. So look at here, input a value is 1 and the output value is a 1. So that time we are writing the a. So same thing in the c, input value is 1 and the output value is 1, input value is 1 and the output value is 1. So you are writing the c over here. So is this clear to you? So this way you are getting the expression, and by plus we are combining the expressions, nothing is. So for this group we are getting the value is a bar, and the c bar, and for this group we are getting the a bar, a and c. Just we are writing as a by using the plus symbol, just we are combining this group. Nothing, it is so simple guys, just 2 rules you have to follow. In the next diagram, look at this one. So you might go with this grouping also guys. Okay, this kind of grouping also. If you're having these corners, so you can group this. So whenever grouping you are doing, so try to make a long group for 2 cells, 4 cells, 8 cells, depending upon the tables of variables. How it's possible, you can go with it. So look at this in this group. Just now I said that first thing is what you have to do, you have to see the combinations, and next what you have to do, and next you check that input and output value. Same, look at here. So we have in the in the first cell in this 4 way. Look at here, this is a1 and this 2 is b, and this is for a we have the 0 1 0 0. So here a is ignoring. For a we have the opposite cell, that is 0 and the 1. Just ignore this a section. So we have only b over here, right? So just ignore this one. This is also not there, and this one also not there. In this table, look at now CD. In the CD we have 0 and 1 for the C, and the D we have, for D we have 0 0. So D is a combining, right? D having the same thing, that is 0 0, and the C we having the opposite thing. Just ignore the C. This is also not there, and this one also not there, and the C is not there. And now what is left? B is left and the D is left. See the input value of B 0 and the output value is 1. It is not matching. Look at here, 0 and 1, it is not matching. Then when it is opposite thing, opposite values, what you have to write? You have to just write the B bar. So you are writing the B bar over here, B bar, right? In the same case you are having this C, right? So look at here, for D it is no combination, 0 1 0 1, right? So that time what you have to write? Just D bar. So you are writing the D bar over here. If we have in here 0 0, then just you will write the just D. Nothing else is there. Just two things is there, guys. Just if it is in the four ways, if you're having the four variables in the tables, that time just ignore the one. Okay, if you're having the opposite say, input values, just ignore them and take the input values. Nothing else there. It's so simple, guys. So look at this diagram. Next diagram. Anyone can explain this? Anyone? No. Anyone give some response, guys? This is so is important question, and just also what I should say, for if you are looking for the higher educations also it is important, guys. So I will give you one expression, just solve and give me the answer for that expression. Okay, once this I will explain you guys. Look at this one more thing, this one. Can anyone explain this? Anyone? So guys, in these pictures there is a combinations how you can combine the things. So look at this last one also, it is combining the two last variables, this one. So you can give this combination opposite groups or corners also you can combine. Okay, this is in this way you can group these things. So guys, this table and this table important. Okay, okay, and next thing is how you are just keep it in mind, guys. If you're having the four cells or it may be having the three cells, just see this variable input, it is a similar, okay, or opposite things. Okay, if it is in the same similar, then go with that variable, or it is opposite, go with the just ignore that thing. It may be in this way or it may be this way, it may be in the row way or it may be a column way, just go with that. Okay, if your input value and the output value is not similar, then you have to go with the bar. It is if it is similar, just write a variable as it is. It will maybe a b c d whatever. Okay, so someone take the expression what I am saying, that is a bar. Just this solve the expression and give me into the next class. A bar, b bar, c bar plus a bar, b, c bar plus a bar, b. Okay, guys, this is the expressions, logical expression. Just solve this expression. You will find this types of expression. Just show me what the result you are getting with that. Just this convert this expression in the KV chart. Okay, so in this expression there is a three variable. For three variable means 2 power 3. So what will we get? Just do it three variable. So this in this way you have to draw the KV chart in this way for three variables and solve this chart. Give me the what expression you are getting. Next class I want that at any cost. Have you taken that? Say something, guys. So watch. So guys, in this way you have to solve. Okay, decode into the binary form and start doing that. Okay, I'm giving the 2 hints also. It is a 3 variable chart. Okay, and convert into the binary code. Okay, then decode in the binary format, then convert into the KV chart, and keep this rule in your mind, guys. These 7 rules is very important, and more 2 rules is just this swapping and combining the things, how you are combining and how you are getting the result. Okay, so this is the examples of how you are facing, how you are grouping the things for single, double, for 4 variables, for 8 variables. Again, this is the way you are combining this thing. So, and make sure that whenever you are doing the KV chart, so the group, how lengthy group you are facing, go with that. Don't try to make a small groups to solve that. Make a wrong group and solve it. So guys, next class I want the solution of that diagram expression with diagram, guys. Don't say me in the last class, the next class, that you are not able to do anything. Just I want that answer, guys. Yes, ma'am is saying everyone, but explanation. What happened, guys? Why are not giving the explanation? There is a problem. If you are facing the problems, let me know, guys. You are not clear with this today class? Are you clear with this? Say something, yeah. Okay, attendance please. 16 series. 16 series. 17 series.
17 series 5 M6 ma'am.
506 ma'am.
5 M6.
Yes ma'am.
Next.
556 ma'am.
56. Okay, next.
5C4 ma'am. 17 series 5C4.
Say for next.
511 ma'am. 17 series.
511. Okay, next. Guys, when I'm asking for attendance, you everyone give the response. What about if I'm asking any kind of questions in the class? Why you are not giving the response, guys? Are you clear with this topic or not? Okay, next 7, 1 to 10. 18 series.
501 ma'am.
Next.
505 ma'am.
Next.
508 ma'am.
Next.
509 ma'am.
Next.
511 ma'am.
11 to 20.
511.
Next.
519 ma'am.
Next.
516 ma'am. 516 ma'am.
512 ma'am.
Next.
520 ma'am.
Next.
522 ma'am.
Next.
523 ma'am.
Next.
527 ma'am.
Next. 20 to 30.
530 ma'am. 530.
Next. 30 to 40.
36 ma'am. 536.
Next.
539 ma'am.
38. Okay. Next. 40 to 50.
544, ma'am.
543, ma'am.
Next.
545.
Next.
546, ma'am.